He likes this fin. So what does that mean? He doesn't like it when the V back here is like this. See how wide that is? He doesn't like that. He likes it a little more narrow. So I like to start out with the V like this. I'm going off the guideline that I did from the last haircut. So I'm doing it like this. And then I like to do the other side just to make sure both sides are even. This one is ending towards the middle of the ear. This one's ending towards the bottom of the ear. So I know I gotta make this line a little bit higher. Somewhere like this. So now, cool. We're not gonna spend too much time on that. Now, because I want it narrow back here, instead of going close to the ear, how I always tell you guys to do it, that's gonna create a wide base, right? So I actually wanna go in a little deeper in here, pause, and then over here, we're gonna go towards the bottom of the lineup. And why are we doing that? Well, because if I stay right here with my guideline, I'm gonna have 3 fingers of space here, 2 fingers of space here, and 1 finger of space here to blend. And I wanna keep it as proportional as possible. If I do it like this, I'm going above the ear, because this is gonna be a little bit of a higher fade. It's not a high fade, but it's higher than what I usually do. Now, as you can see, his ridge area is right here. That's gonna be the darkest point of the haircut. That's always the darkest point of the haircut, the ridge area. So we're gonna put a 2.5 there. The reason why we're putting a 2.5 is because he has a 5 on top. Now we have 2 fingers of room here, 2 fingers of room here, 2 fingers of room here, and we're getting into like the 1 finger of room to blend area here. But that's fine because this area is going to be the darkest part. So it looks like he has that burst fade. So now that we have that, you can either bald out or you can go on to your next step. For the purpose of keeping it beginner friendly, we're actually gonna bald out. I'm gonna use both of my shavers, both of the foils, and I'm not getting anywhere close to this line. Now that all this bottom hair is balded out, nothing's cutting, now I'm gonna grab 1 foil shaver, and as I get to that line, I'm gonna flick out. And this is a mistake that I see a lot of people make. They go up and then towards you. You take it out towards you. So I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna take it out towards me, towards my chest area, and that's not how you do it. You wanna take it out to the ceiling like this. This is the flicking out motion. You see how I'm like kind of like scraping it up? I'm not going in and then bringing it towards me. I know it sounds so dumb because like we're just cutting hair. It's not really that technical, but if you keep your elbow close to your body, if you keep your elbow like close to your body like this, and you naturally just go up and down, you see how like the clipper naturally just gets away from his head? Keep your elbow right here, right? It just naturally creates that C motion. That's the C motion that you're trying to achieve, right? Most people do this, and you're not trying to do that. See how like you're taking it out? You just want to keep it stationary, go up, and it'll naturally get away from his head how it's supposed to be doing it. Now, we started with the 0. Now we're going to go up by increments of 0.5. So 0, this is lever all the way open, which equals to a 0.5. And because we have 2 rooms of space to blend, we want this guideline to be a little under a pinky's worth. And most people would go here and they'll start going inside right here. But we can't do that. We have to go all the way like that. See how it's going all the way? It's getting a tiny bit thinner here, but we're still going all the way. And now halfway, so close your lever all the way close, and then 1, 2. I like this specific Echo blade that T-Pop has because you can hear the hair getting cut. You can hear the crunch. And if you're a beginner or you're trying to get better, I think hearing the hair being cut is gonna help you out a lot. Something that a lot of people get confused is there's 2 blades, okay? There's a stationary blade, and then there's the cutting blade. The cutting blade on my specific clipper is blue. This is the blue Echo blade. I'm not trying to promote it. That's just what it is. It's a blue Echo blade. So, by the way, T-Pop should definitely do more color blades. I think the color blades are fucking fire. I love the color blades. So this is the actual blade that's gonna cut hair. You see when I turn on my clipper, that's the only blade that goes side to side. So this clipper is not gonna cut any hair. A mistake that I see a lot of people doing is, let's say we're trying to get rid of the zero line right here, right? And if I put my guiding blade to that zero line, nothing's cutting. But once the cutting blade touches that line, you're gonna hear the hair being cut. You see that? That's the difference between guiding blade and cutting blade. I see a lot of people putting their guiding blade up to the line that they're trying to take off, but that's not gonna do anything. That's not gonna cut any hair. And now we're gonna do a lever all the way closed. 1, 2, right? So lever all the way open, we started, then we closed it 2 times, and then we closed it another 2 times. And that's it. That's as much as we're gonna do with our lever. And people ask me all the time, bro, why do you keep your lever open throughout the whole system? When I first started cutting hair, the most confusing part was opening and closing the lever. So the way I like to teach haircuts or blending is with as little confusion as possible. So in order to take away some of that confusion, I just tell people, keep your lever open and that's it. That way you don't have to be worried, do I have to close it? Do I have to open it? Do I have to close it? No, just keep it open from now on and you'll be fine. So next, we're gonna do 2 guard. The 2 guard is going to be our ridge area, and we're gonna do the same motion, right? We're not gonna go up and out. We're not doing that. We are not going up and out. We're gonna keep our elbows to our body, right? And we're just gonna go that type of motion. You don't really have to keep it and cut hair like this, but I just want to explain that's the type of motion we're aiming for. We're gonna give it like 1 or 2 passes, and we're gonna follow the same shape. I see this area is a little bit lighter than this area, so I'm not gonna cut that much hair from here. See how I'm not touching this area that much? Because I'm looking at shades right now. I'm looking to see, okay, this shade matches this shade, matches this shade. So this shade's a little bit darker, so I want to lighten it up. So now we lightened it up, and we're gonna skip to our 1.5 guard. So we just did the 2 guard. Now we're going back down in increments. So if you think about it in terms of numbers, right? Our 0 is here, our 2 is here. So our 0.5, our 1, 1.5 are gonna be in between the 0 and 2. So it should go 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5, and then 2. 2 is the ceiling, 0 is the floor. Everything in the middle is your blending zone. So this is the 1.5, and I'm going right under my 2. This is gonna cut a little bit of hair. I'm not really looking for a big difference right here. This is still with the lever open. And the purpose of doing the 1.5, I know you're probably thinking like, bro, I don't even see anything going on. Like, it still looks the same to me. I don't really hear any hair being cut. I don't really see a difference. The purpose of this guard is just to make it easier for the 0.5 guard to blend into the 1.5. Now we're gonna put our 0.5 guard, and we're skipping the 1 guard. So we went 2, 1.5, skipping the 1, and now we're doing the 0.5. Why are you skipping the 1 guard? Because we don't really need it. This is light pressure on the clipper. We're still going all the way up, and you're gonna see that line slowly start to get taken away. And this is still with the lever open, guys. So we did our 2 with the lever open, our 1.5 with the lever open, and now our 0.5 with the lever open. And everything is blending in great. Everything's blending in really, really good. There's only one line that we gotta take care of. And you see how this line is still there. And the purpose of the method is we only made 2 lines, okay? At the very beginning, we had our 0 line, which is gone. Now we still have this 0.5 line, which is the last line we have to get rid of. Everything else is blended. The 2 guard blended into the 1.5. The 1.5 guard blended into the 0.5. So now the only line that we have to worry about is this line. Our lever all the way open, right, is going to blend into our 0.5 guard, which is the lowest possible guard, lever closed. So if you want to think about hair a little bit deeper, the 0.5 guard lever open is going to blend into the one guard lever closed. The one guard lever open is going to blend into the 1.5 guard lever closed. The 1.5 guard lever open is going to blend into the 2 guard lever closed. I hope that makes sense. It's really just basic math: 0, 0.5, 1, 1.52. This lever, if you keep it closed and open and halfway, well, that's the best way you're gonna understand it. And once you understand it, you're gonna get better. We're gonna get a 0.5 guard, and this is the only time we're gonna close the lever. This is the only time we're gonna close the lever, right? Now we're gonna close it all the way. And this is going to blend this line out. And this top of the guard is not going to blend that line out. So if I go to this line and I start like going like this, like I said, this is not going to cut. We have to make sure this blue blade is cutting. So instead of going here and start flicking out here, I'm gonna go somewhere around right here and then start flicking out. Does that make sense to you guys? So if I do this, it's not gonna cut hair. I have to actually go up there, and I like going with my corners. Very light. I'm like gliding over his head, like shading in a pencil, like kind of like just very, very, very light. Now we're gonna do the same thing back here. And I'm still using my corners. I'm only using this corner. Now we are into the part of detailing. Now to make your haircut go from like a 8.5 out of 10, 9 out of 10 to like a 10 out of 10, the detailing is what's gonna help you get there. I personally like detailing with my shears. So I'm just literally getting specific dark areas. So this area looks a little too dark for me, so I'm just gonna go and snip it a couple times. And you always wanna go with the grain. So the hair is growing down here, so I'm gonna put my scissors in this angle. And then it's growing sideways here, like this. So I'm gonna go like this. So this is gonna be the shape or the direction the hair is going. And you're gonna see my scissors match that shape. So over here, the hair is going downwards. So my scissors are gonna be like this. So over here it's diagonal. Right here it's more like up and down, vertical. And right here it's more diagonal too, the other way, right? So each zone, I'm changing the angle of my scissors. The reason being, if this is going vertical, and then you come in here and cut like this, you're gonna make a big ass line. So the more you go against the direction of the hair, the more chances are you're gonna create a light spot. So you don't wanna do that. All you wanna do is lighten up a dark spot. You don't wanna create a light spot. You just wanna lighten up a dark spot. You don't want to create a light spot. Don't overthink it, it's really that simple.